Hi, welcome to my channel. Loaded Up in Traveling is all about the journey of going from living in a house to living in an RV. We decided that we want to spend more time together, and part of that includes vlogging about our lives. I decided 6 months in that I was going to up my game. To give you a little backstory, I am a professional photographer. I already own Sony equipment. I did use Canon in the past. I have gone to Sony now, and right now I'm recording this on my A7R2, and I have a 35mm lens. Then I also have, as a second camera, my A7 III, and this is a 55 1.8 lens, and then I have a third lens, an 85 1.8. I use those for all of my family photo sessions and weddings, and I also do seniors. I also do social media headshots. So the equipment that I have works perfect for that. We bought a GoPro about a year ago to take on vacation to Alaska, and it was fabulous. It got the job done, right? Well, if you've watched any of our previous videos, we do a monthly video that's called Car Coffee Chat. We basically just put the GoPro up, stuck to the windshield, and record a conversation between my husband and I. And we've been using the GoPro for wide angle shots for the most part. We do RV tours and it's always on the GoPro. What I wanted though was better quality. I think that if you're gonna have a YouTube channel, you can start with whatever you have, right? I mean, most people might start with their cell phone, but I've never liked cell phone for that. It's not really good for high quality video that you can zoom in on when you're editing and things like that. I've done that in the past and I haven't been pleased with the quality. So I did a lot of research on YouTube, and I'm going to show you guys all of the things that I purchased. You guys ready? All right. The first item that I did a lot of research on was this. This is the MOZA Aircross 2. It's a gimbal. This is going to allow us to do really amazing cinematic footage. We are going to attach my A7 III to it, and then I'm going to begin practicing these nice panning shots, movement in my video, versus if you go back and look at any of our other videos, we're basically just standing there talking. I don't like that, and I don't want to continue my channel doing that only. So I want to start showing more movement and cinematic quality in my videos. Most times people are using gimbals to get footage of landscape, right? Footage of the area, fast movement, something to tell the story. I also want to use the gimbal so that I can do vlogging where the camera is looking at me. And with that desire, I needed a lens. So I purchased the Tamron 17-28 f2.8. This is one of their newest, actually it's probably their newest lens. Tamron is a very lightweight lens. People have said that it is a lower quality build than the Sony lenses, the native Sony lenses. And if you look at the pricing though, a native Sony lens, a 16-35 for my cameras, which are full frame, they cost about $2,200. This right here costs $900. So this is much cheaper to get the same desired result. And what happens is it's much lighter, because I was looking at the weight. I need a light camera, and I need a lightweight gimbal, and I need a lightweight lens, so that when I'm holding with my hand, right, my hands, this is not gonna, hurt my back. So that was the second thing that I purchased. I did go on Amazon and purchase this. It is a digital photo L bracket, and this is going to create a handle for me to attach to the gimbal. I'll show you that in a minute. Then this is the next thing. This is a, what do they call this? Variable ND filter. So I did go pretty pricey on these. These are what allows you to shoot with a slower shutter speed, and which allows more light into your camera. But then when you're outside filming in bright sunny areas, especially in Texas, you need something and to tone that light down. This is like a pair of sunglasses for your lens. And so I've never used one of these before, but that was one of the key things that most people that you watch all their YouTube videos, they said you have to get an ND filter. So I got that. The next thing I got, when I'm doing these videos, I'm looking right at that camera and I don't know whether I'm in the shot. It takes me about, ridiculously, it takes me about an hour to figure this out, right? To get the camera in the right place, get the lighting in the right place. I don't have a set room where I do my videos, and so I try to pick a different room each time so it's a little bit mixed up a little bit, you know, in my videos. But I can't ever see myself. So I went ahead and bought, this is the cheapest version that B&H has for a monitor that attaches to your camera. So what I'll be doing is attaching this 7-inch monitor on top of my camera. All right, so right now I'm looking right at my camera, but the monitor is above it. So I'm gonna look up at the monitor, okay? And that then, this is kind of heavy, and I wouldn't ever like hold it like this. This is way too heavy. I won't be putting this on the gimbal. All right, so, okay, this is pretty cool. Oh my goodness. This will save me so much time when I start doing editing, and this will translate over into living in an RV as well. This is something we'll be able to use all the time, because there will be videos where it's just my husband and I talking and, you know, explaining things to our subscribers about what we did here and did there. We'll always need to know what we're doing. The other option to this, which this was only $179, but the other option was, do I buy a camera that has a flip-up screen? Both of my cameras are full frame. They do not have a flip-up screen, so I can't see myself while I'm videoing, but I wanted to stay full frame versus the other option that I chose to compare to this was the Sony a6600. It has a flip-up screen, but it is what they call an APS-C, and I didn't want to lose my full frame capability, so that's why I chose this. Again, a lot goes into the decision making of all of these pieces, but I knew exactly what kind of videos I was wanting to create, exactly what kind of product I was wanting to produce afterwards. And part of that comes from being a photographer. So many people start YouTube channels with just their phone or with the best camera they can afford at the time. And typically, I can guarantee you almost all the time, they're gonna upgrade their equipment because they figure out how they shoot and what their needs are. The next thing that we didn't get a microphone for any videoing until we got the GoPro. And in fact, I have the Rode mic on top of the camera right now. It is about $50 on Amazon, and it's great because it's small. And it's perfect for the GoPro because you kind of want something that's not obtrusive. You don't want something that's so obvious, right? But when I'm doing video in the house or in an area where I just want better quality audio, it's so important to have good quality audio. So I did a lot of research, and I purchased the DEITY brand, and this is the V-Mic D3 Pro, and then I bought a windsock to go on top of it, and that will enable me to get higher level quality audio. And also, what's cool about the Pro version is that you can plug it into your phone and your laptop, either one, iPad even, and you can do audio recording that way through the microphone. And I thought that would be a great idea, or a great thing to do if I need to do voiceovers on a video. I wanted to have that capability. So that's what made me choose this microphone over the other. They have a version that doesn't have the word Pro at the end, and I think it's cheaper, but that's what made me choose this one. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox all of this stuff so you can see it, and then I will put it together. All right, let's get going. Now that I've got everything unpacked, which in real time took me about an hour, and that's because I did a bunch of other little testing. So I tested the mic, I tested the monitor. When I put the Tamron lens on my camera originally, it was blue. It didn't even work. So I went to my computer and I was gonna see and make sure that I had the latest firmware update, and I do. And then I went to turn the camera on again and it worked. So I don't know. I don't know what all that's about, but here we go. First off is the DEITY microphone comes in its own case. It did come with the foam cover over the microphone, but I purchased the windsock. So went ahead and put that on. And I already tested this on my A7 III. So that will go there. The next thing is, what, let me see. Oh, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh, I feel like a filmmaker now. Like just holding this, I feel like a filmmaker. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have not done anything with this except charge the battery. I did charge the battery last night. This is the handle that I purchased. Now the cool thing about this is this handle was, I don't know, less than 20 bucks. It goes on here so that you can hold the gimbal like this, right? You get two hands, and for me, I think that that's going to be an easier way of going for me. I like this because it has the tripod that you can also hold down here. When you go to flip this upside down, you've got this to hold. I like 3 points better, and the tripod's nice because then when I go to actually balance this with my camera, you know, you just put it on the table and it's done like that. I bought the Pro kit from B&H. I think all of this together was $3.99, and so you get a case with all of these, whether you get the Pro kit or not. You get this hard case. I've seen everybody says this is normal, and then with the Pro kit you get this little, I don't know, this goes around your lens so that the iFocus M works. This is for follow focus. I will not be using that at all. In fact, I probably should just sell this, or maybe just keep it so that down the road when I sell this MOZA and get the next best one maybe in a couple of years, it'll all be together. And then you get this L bracket, which is where you put your camera. And the MOZA has the ability to be in portrait mode or landscape mode. Then you also with the kit get an iPhone holder. Now I will say this, I did not understand how to even open this thing up. It didn't make sense. I don't know what this dial back here does, but this is how you do it. You flip these up and then you pull this out to put your phone in. And so if you were going to use this for your phone, that's how you do it. I don't know, that confused me for a good 15 minutes. Now I will say, if you want to put your phone on top of this, I don't know why you would want to put your phone on it unless you were just using it for a gimbal for your phone. But that's kind of heavy for just a phone gimbal. But I didn't have one of these for any of my other things. I didn't have any iPhone mounts for tripods, so I'm glad I got that. Here comes a little bitty case. These are all of your cords. I don't know what all these cords go to except for the power cord. There's like 10 here, 10 little cords. I have no clue. I'm gonna have to learn that quickly. Okay, little case. All right, and then this is the last piece, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to read the directions. So apparently this goes on here somehow. Okay, now I wanna show you guys this. Move this out of the way. I'll talk to you later, MOZA. All right, the Peter McKinnon variable ND filter. It's got one of his famous pictures from Banff up here. And then you get some kind of directions. And then this is like metal, plastic. This is plastic. I bought the 2 to 5 stop because I don't use these yet. I think if I were gonna be going, if I spent a lot of time at the ocean, I would have gotten the 6 to 9 stop, but this is for me just in the beginning. These are expensive, I will admit that, but I only want to buy one. I do not want to buy a $45 one and then 2 months later go, that's ridiculous, it doesn't work, this, that, and the other. I'm just going to spend the money so that I have the best. Now, I'm 52, I've learned my lesson. Buying the cheapest was, it never worked out for me, actually. I'll just admit it straight up. It never works out. You just need to go with what you can afford, the best quality you can get. So I want to show you guys. This is like a compact for like makeup. So this is a hard rubber plastic, and then you unscrew it, and then there's the ND filter in there. Like, how beautiful is that? Now, let's put it over here. Went ahead and set up my camera with the monitor on top. I don't know, somewhere around 15 seconds to turn on. But I am impressed with this. You do have the capability of doing, looking at peaking, looking at, what else can you do? Peaking, safe area, zoom, co-zebra. So you push this little button here. It gives you all these settings that you can then look at. Can you guys see that? Right? It comes with this articulating arm that you can move, and then all of this moves. I'm not going to do it because I've already tightened it down once, and I don't want to tighten it down again. But it's a nice arm. That's the cord. Comes with it. Comes with its cords. I had to buy. Oh no! I bought this kit. Is the VS-2 Fine HD kit. It came with a battery charger, the monitor, 7-inch monitor, and this. This is in comparison to the other option I was going to choose was the small HD 5.5 inch. The video quality was probably way, way better. But again, I'm only using this in the house. So I didn't need something that was amazing outside. But I will tell you this. It does come with a sun shield, right? What's it doing? See, so it's responding to what's on my camera. So on the back, you are not looking at anything on your LCD screen for the camera. You are looking at it on your monitor. How cool is that? Okay, I'm really, really pleased. So what I'm going to do is turn this off and then turn this off. Okay. I am going to take this off. It comes in its own case as well. And I'm unplugging all of this. Put this back here. Hi, MOZA. All right. It's my new friend. Okay, so it comes in this really nice case with a little handle. That's the Aputure, again, Fine HD kit. It was $179 with all the pieces. The other small HD, I was going to have to buy a battery charger. It's going to have, which is $69. I was going to have to buy a battery. I was going to have to buy the cords. All this, it was. I think it ended up with all the pieces on B&H. It was going to be $496. And I want to put a plug in here for B&H. They have the best customer service ever. Because that guy said, well, what are you going to use it for? I told him, only inside. I'm not using it outside. And he said, well, you don't need something that's $496. So let me go ahead and let me look at what's available. And he gave me the cheapest one because it works for me and it has everything it needs. Battery, charger, all that stuff. Okay, so moving on. We are going to put the ND filter. This is the 67-inch. Oh, how's this going to work? How does it come out? Oh, I see. Oh, I'm so nervous because it's expensive. All right, here we go. It's got a nice gold rim. Okay, hold on. Ah. All right, now on it, there are numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 to show the stops. Let's turn the camera on. Now, I have my settings at, I'm going to do a 2.8. I'm going to open the lens completely up, and then I'm going to go all the way to 1/50th. Now, they say that for cinematic footage, you want to be at 1/50th. Again, when you start researching, you can pick up so much information off of people's videos. It's just crazy. So, right now in the house, it's not meant for in the house, right? Everything's dark, okay? But I'm going to show you guys footage right here. I'm going to go outside and take some pictures.